following show is a paid program.
Hey guys, what's right? I love that. What was your vision at the time for your makeup line? What was the vision?
Well, my vision, first of all, I was just focusing on like services. So I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I was able to do all types of women,
Right.
different genders, all of that. So I just
Mm-hmm.
focused zoned in on the services, and then the makeup, the products just basically transitioned. So like I would work, a corporate job 9 to 5, and when I on Fridays, Thursdays or Fridays, I would fly out to like different trade shows and do my research. And I would come back on, late Sundays, go to work on Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just basically kind of, just researching and testing the product. And then, I found, a manufacturer and a team that I really, really loved. And I just went for it. And it was the perfect match with services and makeup because I was promoting, everyone else's brand. And then when I got my own, it was just, amazing. And it was a lot of trials and, tribulations and, things to figure out. But I didn't give up.
The thing I love about you, Miss Sparkle, is that you invested in yourself. You are a licensed esthetician. So about the
Yeah.
skin, you knew about the skin because you went to school for it. You were licensed in that.
Yes. I'm still licensed.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
But
Skin is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, but what I love about, I'm just saying, I love the fact that you invest, you put money back into that to understanding with the training.
Yeah, yeah. It was important to me because people don't know this, but skin was my first love. So, your largest organ on your body is skin.
Yes,
You have to, take care of it. So with the makeup part of it, it was just like makeup is just to enhance your
yes,
natural beauty. So you're not trying to transform or, transition yourself. It's about, shining within and coming out and then, just being beautiful inside and out. So skin was actually my first love. And
wow.
it's still important to me. It's still important to me.
Wow. Wow. But and that's what I love about your makeup line. When you put it on, it's not packed. It's not like
Yeah.
cake. It looks natural all the time when you put it on.
Right. Yes. That was in also another factor in just researching different lines and researching
Mhm.
different companies. I
Mhm.
know when I worked for Mac was like huge on studio. So
Yes.
Mac was really focused on entertainment, film, and all of that. So the everyday woman, I was getting feedback. The everyday woman doesn't want to look like they're, on TV or
Right.
that heavy look. They just want to, just be natural and flawless and pretty
Right. And
with
I
makeup on.
right. And also I love the fact about your line as I was reading it, it's something that somebody can put on when they're running out the door. Because we
Yeah.
don't have as much time, like you said, in the movies. They don't have a glam session waiting for a whole hour to do just makeup or whatever they have to do. You have minutes. So I love
Yeah.
the fact you have natural products that you have. You put them on and it's just quick. It looks great and you're out the door.
Yes. Since I am that woman who is on that, it was, I am that woman. So I live my life just like that. So
Yeah.
it was important for me in this transition and, just rebranding my brand to focus on, the woman on the go. And so it was, I was just like, I'm transitioning. No, who has time to even take their makeup off? No one
Right.
has time to do that. And no one wants to take an hour or 2 hours to do their makeup. So I had
Hmm.
to, because it doesn't take me that long at all. I mean, it
Right.
takes me about 10 minutes, but I mean, just simple products, simple transitions, like day to night. I know like my life was so busy before COVID. It still is. But it was just important for me to reach out and get the message across to women like me. So I can
Hmm.
talk about it. I can tell you about it. I understood the experience. And then feedback from my customers like, why does it take me this long? And I'm just like, just focus on three different things and then be out the door.
Right, right. And I love the fact about your motto is you can wear the makeup from the work hour to the happy hour.
Yes, the workouts. And that is my life. So I remember always taking my makeup bag to work with me, and
Mhm.
and that's only if I had things after work.
Right.
So I would go into once I was done, I would hurry up and go in the bathroom and transition my look. And
Hmm.
so going to happy hour, going to events, going to galas, going to everything. And so right now is a time that we are just busy. People are just busy just in
Right.
general. And
Hmm.
so yeah, busy moms, like right after work or you got
Right.
to leave work to get the kids and take them to basketball practice or soccer or whatever. So I
Hmm.
just wanted to make sure that people can, add a little sparkle and pop, as they're transitioning throughout their day.
I love that about it because it is something you take with you. You're ready to go, and you're out the door again. You don't have to come home and change. You don't have to, say, oh, it's worn off or something like that. As I was reading the line, you just like, okay, it's from work hour to happy hour. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go and keep it popping.
Absolutely. We talk about Black Lives Matter and other movements during this time. How has this impacted you? Period. Just the life, our life now.
So it's a lot of things going on just in our community.
Yes.
It is very sad that we do have to. It takes a George Floyd. It takes a Breonna Taylor to even be recognized.
Hmm.
And so it like history repeats itself. But I'm thankful, for this time of, especially the Black Lives Matter
Hmm.
movement and the Black movement, just period, because I am a Black owned beauty brand and we're getting more recognition, just Black
Yes.
owned businesses, but we were past due for it anyway.
Yes.
So you can purchase your, products online and getting recognized. And I just remember during that time, it was, and still time, but just the peak of it, it was just like I was getting so many orders. I would look on, I couldn't even keep up with the Google alerts because people were, promoting me. And then I was in Essence again as one of the, top 100 or 70, I think 75. I've been in there several times. I'm sorry. Black owned businesses and then beauty brands. And then also in Cosmopolitan. So it was just like, they brought us alive. And this movement has impacted me and my company like greatly. So.
Absolutely. I love that. You mentioned being in several of the written magazines and other uh, articles and things like that. How do people get their product or get anything noticed to become or be in some of those uh, articles? I've seen you on different shows. I've seen you on just advertising your product, period. How do you get there from your product line after you launch it or something? How do you get there?
So the thing about that is, number one, very, very blessed.
Yeah.
And just, networking, you never know who you're speaking to.
Right.
And I always tell people a hello is free. Like when you're in an elevator, hi, when you're walking into a room, hello. And you just never know who's there. So I don't go looking for anything or
Hmm.
looking for anybody, or, if I'm at a convention or an event, it's so funny. I'm in technology, but I being on social media a lot, I don't know who everyone is, honestly, because I just focus and stay in my lane.
Right.
But just speaking with people, just being genuine, and that is really how I just I'm the free pub. I don't pay for any advertising.
Hmm.
Um, People reach out to me. There was this opportunity with Essence. That was actually one of my sorors. So skiwi to all the sorors who are watching.
Shout out to them.
Yes, and have supported me. But that was the opportunity. I was at a conference in New York, and just mingling and speaking to everyone. And I actually did not know who I was speaking with or speaking to. So we're just having a conversation about the conference, and then we went into introduction, and then one of my sorors, Kina, supporter, she was just like, do you know who you're talking to? And I was like, no. She was like, oh, this is of Essence magazine. And I was like, oh my gosh. And
Hmm.
she was like, no, it's not a big deal at all. And so I had and another thing is staying ready, so you don't have to get ready. So everywhere I go, I have a few lippies that when I'm talking to people about my line, I'm like, oh, here, try this. No samples, just full product. So again, reinvesting back into your business, you have to give something to get something.
Yes.
And she tested it out, and she, promoted it. And then she asked me if I would like to be in their issue. They're in September in their January, February issue of Essence magazine. So that happened, and just being genuine, like people come to me for it. I don't go seek it. I don't have a publicist. I don't have any of that. It's just being kind to people, just being kind and blessed.
That's the truth, Sparkle. I was seeking you out. I was like, wait a minute. I was talking to her, and that's how I met her. I was talking to a friend. We're in real estate together. We're both a realtor. She's a realtor also. And they said, hey, do you know a girl named Sparkle? She has her own makeup line. She needs to be on your show. And I was like, oh my God. And it's one of her sorority sisters. So
oh, thank you.
They love each other.
Yes, we love each other. We do.
I love that about you. Also, how does your product differ in the health and beauty side? How does it differ from others?
So my product is different because one, it's high quality. Mm-hmm. So my product is most lines and most big brands. They're made in, other countries like China, India, Taiwan. Mine is actually made in Canada. So I'm in the North America. At first, when I started researching and trying out products, I was seeing the differences in the ingredients and also the quality of the product. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I wouldn't even put this on myself. Why would I even sell it to, my customers? So that was very, very important to me. I wanted something that was gonna, be long lasting, be highly pigmented, cruelty free was important, not tested on animals. The most important thing was skin, non-comedogenic, which doesn't clog the pores, and also hypoallergenic. So when you're putting it on, you're not breaking out, or you're not having any, allergic reactions. So that was important to me. And that's what makes me different. Also, I'm Black owned, and Makeup by Sparkle. My name is Sparkle. That's my real name. I always tell people. So my mom and my dad gifted me that name when I was born. And so, yeah.
I love that. Sounds good. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. We'll be with Sparkle.
Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, we are back. We are back with Sparkle Lockett, and she is talking about her makeup line on Women Who Win Series 2020. Hey, lady.
Hey.
So everybody is asking, how do you become an entrepreneur? How does that happen?
Oh
you
my
just
God.
quit your job.
No, it wasn't quitting my job. Let me just say this, just to be very, very transparent.
Right.
Entrepreneurship is very hard. So it is an emotional roller coaster for those of you who know, by being entrepreneurs. It's a lot of work. So it is not for the weak at all. So you're not going to win every time. I mean, you just learn from your mistakes. But how to be an entrepreneur, I think it was just in my DNA. And I just never, wanted to work for anyone. But of course, you have to, you have livelihoods and you have to work to, go somewhere. And so what I did was I didn't really focus, and I didn't even think that, even now I'm like, oh my gosh, I am a CEO. I am a founder. I am, I'm still like in awe myself. And then when people are like, you're successful, and I'm like, it's a big deal. So, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of research. You have to do your due diligence. I always tell people, if you are in corporate America and you want to transition, I get a lot of, DMs, a lot of people reaching out to me and emails. And I'm just like, where are you at right now? Plan while you're there. Build and plan and make sure you have all your ducks in a row, meaning financially, meaning mentally, because I'm still not all the way together mentally, emotionally, but pray all the time, every day, 20 million times a day. But it's hard, but keep your day job, and so you can take that money and invest in yourself. Never had I never had to go and get a small business loan. I invested in myself. So I borrowed from myself. I was building, had a 401k. And I know I was on Kathy Lee and Hoda, the Today Show, and they were talking about, that. And the financial expert, she was saying, well, it's not good for you to, take out all your money and do this and do that. But that was her opinion. I did it. I done it. And it's just easier. You're borrowing from yourself because you're like, okay, this is my money that I worked hard for. This is my money that I'm taking to build. So you're looking at it way different, and you're actually caring more because it's your money. So
it is. And you're right about that. I like what you said, that you're borrowing from yourself.
Yes. Yep.
And that you had that already set up because you had been in IT all that time.
Yes.
And
I was blessed.
Yeah. And this was a hobby when you first started.
Yeah, it was a hobby. I was blessed to be in a career where I was able to invest more into my business. Some of us are not that fortunate, but I just want to say, for those who are wanting to go into entrepreneurship, just take it day by day, baby steps. I still do everything in phases. So, when you don't have to take a huge leap, just have a journal or use your app on your phone, the Notes app on your iPhone, and just, put down stuff, put down ideals, put down your dreams. And also, don't let everybody know what you're doing. Move in silence. Sometimes you just have to, you get excited, you get frustrated, but when you have, just a lot of people coming at you, they want, to give you their different ideas, what they want and what they need and their opinions. And sometimes that does bring us down. It is stressful. It can be depressing at times. You may not have the support you need, but don't worry about that. Just focus on your dream, your lane, and your business and who you want to be.
I love that. Let's talk to some of the African American women, because this is Women Who Win Series 2020. You are one of them. Talk to some of the women about some of the challenges that maybe African American that you faced during this, in the business.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh. It was a lot of adversities. People who know me, they know, or if read my bio, I'm actually from the Midwest. So I'm
Yes.
from Indianapolis, Naptown. If you all are on, hey, I still rep 317. But it was, so growing up in the Midwest, it's not as diverse or cultured as Atlanta, as Houston. It's just not.
Yeah.
And everything is black and white. So you have to create an opportunity for yourself, number one, because they're not going to give it to you. And secondly, it was just resources, just being. I remember, and I was just telling my marketing team that no one knew who Sparkle was. They didn't even know. They focused on the name. They thought it was just like, oh, this is a makeup line. But when I had my team, my staff, I remember just always being, behind the scenes, behind the camera.
Right.
And Sparkle existed, but it was just like I just never wanted to be in the forefront because I was, kind of afraid of, oh, this black girl or this black woman, black business, and my business wasn't supported. So what I did was I took the adversity and I flipped it and I focused on the brand. I was like, I want people to love the brand. I'll have my coming out. I'll have my day. But it was just building a brand, building a reputation, building a team that is going to be your brand ambassadors and support you. And so when I started, having my own beauty segment on a local news station there every month, it was like, oh, so she's Sparkle. Oh, that is Sparkle.
Right.
So, people would walk into my studio and I had a diverse team. And they would always go to, the white girl and think that she was Sparkle. They're like, oh, I love your space. And, oh, you're Sparkle. And then I would be in the studio and they're like, no, that's Sparkle. That's my boss. And they're like, oh, so you're Sparkle and she does it. And I'm like, yes, she does. And I'm here and welcome. So that was a huge, adversity and, just resources. So by being Black, we are limited on resources because we're not educated. We don't have the mentors that they do. We don't have, like Trump daddies giving us $3 million to start a business and all of that. We don't have that. And so we have to work. I hate to say this. We have to work 10 times harder. And I just feel like we have to do that in everywhere. Anything that we do, always have to work 10 times harder just to prove ourselves.
Right.
And so those were like the main adversities. But once we got past that, it was just like, I'm here now. People supported me when I started marketing myself more and being on TV and being aware, and people saw my personality. And when they would come to, the business into the store, they would just like, oh my gosh, like it was inspiring. It was really inspiring. So.
Right. I love that. I love what you do, Sparkle. Just your personality, just really who you are. It radiates through who you are, and your person shows your makeup line. So I love that about you, and I'm glad you spoke about that for as far as an African American woman, to tell people about the adversities and what you faced, at this time, and just the differences what people will face.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's still a lot now. Like I have adversities, all the time, but have to have faith, and you cannot give up. So it's always over fear. So if you allow fear to get in the way, you're not going to be successful. If you allow for people to, bring you down or that negativity, you're not going to be successful. So you really have to have tough skin, not only being an entrepreneur, but also being a Black business, a black owned business, a black
Yes.
anything. You just
Yes.
have to have tough.
The fact that you also in your business, you focus a lot on customer service. Your customer service is impeccable. I love that. And I love the fact about that because many times we always say we're going to invest in a black owned business. We're going to give our money to a black owned business, but many times the customer service is not there based on the black owned business. Yeah.
Yeah. A long time ago, I read a book called The Nordstrom's Way,
Mm-hmm.
and it was recommended to me by a millionaire woman, which was white.
Yes.
And so she was like, read that book. So I read the book. And first of all, I love Nordstrom's because of their service. And when you're
Yes.
going in there, they're giving you an experience.
Yes.
And service is, what they are anyway.
Right.
So, and who they are. So it's, when I read that book, it resonated with me. And it was very important for me to make sure you have that, touch. People want to know,
Right.
like, you have their back, you have their, well-being at hand, and, respect. So it's
Yes.
all about respect. And I make sure if you know you wear, and I'm always just so grateful and thankful to my customers because I
Right.
would not be here today.
Yes.
There would be no Makeup by Sparkle without them. So
Right.
I want to make sure that that is something that I'm always giving. That is something that I'm always doing, no matter if we're in COVID. I was making calls today, and due to COVID, it's, a lot of companies were having shipping issues, manufacturing issues, and I was just making calls to those customers who have hundreds of orders. So I'm just taking my time to give them that. And it was a lady that was like, I appreciate you
Yeah.
even calling me. I would have
Yes.
never expected an owner of a company to personally call me to let me know, even though I sent out an email, even though I've been communicating with them, but
Right.
just always that personal touch
Yes.
is going to, people respect it. They want it, and it's important to them. It's important to me, how I make people feel.
Absolutely. I love that because many times we spend our money just based on it being a black owned business, but not the customers. We don't receive the customer service. So of course we don't have the repeat. You don't get that repeat business. We might go that one time, and we won't say anything. We just won't go back. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
how many of us fail because of
Yes.
the customer service. We have a great product. We have it could be a great experience if the customer service was there.
Yeah. That is I'm glad you touched on that because that's the reasons why a lot of Black businesses do fail. And
Yes.
we, as a Black community, we're
Yes.
just like, "Oh, we just don't want to deal with this. We just want, the service level to be high. We
Right.
want the product to be quality, whether it's makeup, food, any type of product.
Yes.
We want support." And that's the
Right.
first thing that I always do. I support my own community because
Yes.
I am a Black owned business. I am a local
Right.
business. I am a business, and I support us first. And then, like, if I can't, I'm scouring through, social media, Google, and I make sure I do invest in us because that's the problem with Black communities. We
Right.
don't invest in each other because we do think like, oh my gosh, this is a Black owned business, or it's not accessible, or there's no patience. And so you have to have patience, but investing in your own community is going to build. We're going to support, we're going to pour back into the
Right.
community. We're going to give back, to different organizations and, people and, other businesses as well.
I love that about you, and I know for sure that you give back from your makeup line. You do a lot of community projects too. Also,
Yes.
let's touch on those.
Yes. So I am a big advocate with, first of all, I come from a family who is service oriented, period.
Yes. Mhm.
I just grew up and never judge a book by their cover.
Right.
Like people, on the street, they're walking up, you still respect them as you would, someone that you're working with.
Right.
And so I'm a huge advocate for, domestic violence, victims, women and children. I partnered with, in Indianapolis, the Julia Center, and it was for women and children who are victims of domestic violence. So we partnered, and then also those women transitioned into, Dress for Success clients. So I partnered with them. And it's important because making people you feel like crap on the outside and on the inside, but just giving them that, just touching them and talking to them and hearing their stories and, hearing what they have to go through, you just never know. And I want to make sure that I'm giving, them my time. I'm giving them makeup. I'm actually doing makeup on them and encouraging them, giving them interview tips, giving them encouragement, giving them love, giving them the support that they need, letting them know that, I am here, not only my business. If I'm not here, you can, come in anytime or reach out to me anytime. And that's very important. And also the Cancer Community Center, women who are battling with breast cancer, survivors, all of that, those are very important to me because those are issues that as Black women, we deal with all the time. So community and aligning myself with, different types of organizations like that.
I love that because you do give back a lot to so many different women, especially women. I know that from domestic violence. We had Trisha Jones on yesterday for domestic violence, and that's why I had you right after that, because I know your passion for just women that have gone through that process and also cancer. Makeup just enhances their the way they feel. And I've had so many women say that. It's not that they're just putting the makeup on, it just makes them feel better. They look better. They feel like it enhances it.
Yeah. You feel like you can conquer the world with a lipstick. I know, this is probably the most makeup I've been wearing since
COVID.
Because, I've been inside, but even, as a real estate agent, even when I'm, servicing my clients or, out and I'm doing interviews like these, just sometimes you don't, just with everything that's going on, you feel down and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that. But, I'll put some sunglasses on and a popping lip and keep it moving. And it makes me feel good. It's like, okay, well, I needed some little sun, I needed a little lippy, a little makeup by Sparkle. I'm adding a little sparkle to myself as well. And then, keep it moving.
That sounds great. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back talking to Sparkle Lockett.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection. Only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, we are back. We are back with Sparkle Lockett. She is talking about her makeup by Sparkle. Hey, lady, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey. So we were talking a little bit about your community service and things like that. What's getting ready to happen with Sparkle? Any events that are coming up or something like that? What we got going on?
Well, we don't have any events. I wish so much that we were doing it. I had all these plans.
For COVID.
Oh my gosh, this year it was just, the launch of the, new brand,
right.
And I had a big launch party.
Yeah.
And then this year it was just gonna be popping, but due to COVID, no. But I will be launching some new products. So, make sure everyone goes to makeupbysparkle.com, join our mailing list, sign up so you can stay in the know and you can get it first. Also, even with COVID, I had to transition some of my products and marketing plans and, different things like that. So I just have to be flexible. Also, I will be having, online virtual makeup classes. I know during COVID, people were like, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? And it was just I was processing things. I had to change up. Not only do I have, the makeup business, I'm also a real estate agent as well.
Right.
And so a lot of people, just trying to balance. So yeah, that's happening. And we're just going to be launching in the works right now. I'm working on a website makeover. So with me being in technology and, the AI technology, everything is virtual now. So we're going to have a virtual try-on app and on the website where you can actually just click and try on, lipstick or the makeup. And you can actually do that on your phone or, on your laptop and try out the product. So
I love that. I love it, love it, love it. People are asking the question that, and it's a few questions that have come through. They want to know first about, and me as a guy, I don't know what these questions kind of mean. They want to know, okay, so by the eye, how much is it where you don't put stuff on the eye and you don't look like a clown? They're asking. What is that? I don't know. They want to know the application. The way you applied yours is beautiful, the lady is saying. Yours looks so natural.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. When I say I have on 2 eyeshadows only, I don't have any liner on. So I use, my mascara as my liner, just to enhance. So I have brows, eyeshadow.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot. I try not to do a lot because when you do too much you do look kind of clownish. You do when you're doing too much of extra everything or whatever, but it's not what I do, and it's not what I teach. I teach enhancement and transition. So if she would love to, again, sign up on our mailing list to stay in, and then she'll, get an opportunity to learn virtually through my master classes.
I love that because, and then of course, how is it instead of it round or stuff, you're going up? I don't know. They got a size. We guys don't know. I'm telling you, you ladies, you ladies were great.
Everyone's getting educated today.
Exactly.
Kids, pets, all of them. So what I have what's about to launch is, I'm super excited, is our new face and eye kits. They're palettes. So it's a 5 eyeshadows, transitioning from day to night, and then blush, highlight, and contour, which is more of a bronzer. So all of my products are very versatile. So you don't have to really think about it, or you don't have to think about, oh, can I use this with that? You can use them with anything and create your own. So you're playing with makeup. You don't have to take makeup seriously at all. But so I have actually in my palette, I think it's either my Gold Digger palette or Savage palette, whichever one, or Bossy. I have on that complete palette. So it's all in one. Highlight cheeks, contour here, and a little blush on the apples of your cheeks. So when you apply it, you want to apply it like while you're smiling, because this is where, the color is going to pop.
I love it. Well, you're going to do that. You're going to do the classes, because us guys, we like, yeah, okay. It looks great. And I love I understand what they're meaning about the clownish part of it. How does it do, and how do you, blend it in? I understand that. I understood that part a little bit. We guys kind of understood that. So we're getting a class today. I love that. What products do you have that are available?
So what I was just going through this today. So it's so funny that all the questions is daily life, my daily life, real life issues and real life things that I get some nice light by a window or not. Show us how you're, adding a little sparkle to your life.
I love that. What would you like to leave with the viewers, Miss Sparkle?
I would like to leave with everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you for inviting me into your thank you, Kim, for giving me the opportunity,
Oh, always.
number one. And I want to say thank you to everyone who has taken their time, stopped what they were doing to tune in. Stay safe, stay faithful. I want you to go for your dreams. Do not give up. Do not give up. This is the perfect time to create a plan, to write it out, to change things, to update. And don't be afraid. You're going to get it wrong. You're going to make mistakes, but use that crisis as your opportunity.
I love that. I also would like for you to speak because you are an advocate for the Black-owned businesses. What would you like to tell not only the owners, but people, us as a people?
Okay. To all my, and I'm wearing Black owned right now, Trey Shore, Cachet Boutique. Shout out to Candace. I want to say to my fellow Black owned businesses, we are going to survive this pandemic. We're going to survive. Don't give up. Do everything that you can. There's so many opportunities and resources out here that we have during this time. So take it and seize the moment, invest, grow, build, scale, grow and scale, do all of that. And also to make sure we got to do better. We do have to do better as far as customer service and, all of that. But just make sure you market yourself. Don't give up. Support other Black businesses. We all got to support each other. So that's it. That's what I want to say.
Hey, okay, and talking to the actual people, what would you like to say to the Black-owned businesses the actual viewers that support? How would you say to support each one of us?
Yeah, we have to support in order to grow, in order to have the resources that we don't have, or we're not given. So just be patient with us. There's another thing. I just had a conversation with another a customer and a friend, and she was saying, Black owned businesses, they're high. The prices are high. Well, we're not a Mac where they're mass producing products. So their product, their cost may be 10 cents on a dollar, and with us, it's like a higher dollar. So we are charging. We're not overcharging at all. We are charging for what we have and what we have available, and we're trying to make a profit off of it. So just be patient and have understanding, and just, if you have a problem with something, just ask and we'll tell you.
I love it. Thank you, Miss Sparkle, for everything. I so appreciate you. This has been a beautiful interview. Sparkle Lockett, thank God for you, for even stepping out and doing your makeup line, and also showing the world that an African-American woman that is positive and always upbeat will have that sparkle. I appreciate that, lady.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is it for Women Who Win Series 2020 for today. On tomorrow, we will have Christina Turner. She is CEO of C. Turner Tax Services. And then on Friday, we will have Chandra Corelli. She is singer and actress with Tyler Perry's movies. Take care. Bye.